caused a lot of controversy. Hello, everybody. My name is Jenna. This is 11:11 with Jenna. I'm here 7 days, 7 nights, 14 times a week. It is Tuesday, August 2nd, 2022. Tuesday, August 2nd, 2022. And I'm here, and you're here, and William's here. William, you were at the dentist today? Yikes. How'd that go? Were you doing a cleaning? What's happening? So my phone is put in the wrong way. And there are two other people here. I don't know who you are. Who are you? Come on, come on, come on, come on. William, what's happening? Hello. How come I can't hear anything? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let me start that over. What's happening? Implants. Ah, okay. Hi, Helen. I talked with Andrea today. Implants. Ah. Claudia. My name is Claudia. Yeah, Andrea and I talked for quite a while. I'm going to be in Telluride, Colorado on Tuesday, a week from today. Hello. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. I just got a call from Lisa and Katie telling me how smart Lillian is. John R. Burr! I was going to be in the Bay Area this weekend, and now I'm not, and I'm so bummed that I'm not going to be there because I wanted to see you play. And we were going to maybe to get together on Tuesday, but it's not happening, just so you know. When are you going to come hang out on the show? Remember you did it back in the day? Back in the 2020? John R. Burr, most magnificent pianist, you guys. John R. Burr, I just have to give you a standing ovation because I love you and I miss you. And he just was on a trip with his wife and his kids are like giant people now, and I knew them when they were babies, and Melanie DeMore. Yeah, Lisa and Katie just called me, and I think I'm going to call them back and see if they want to be on the show because they're probably not going to answer that. They're not going to answer that. These girls. Minnesota. I'm in Michigan. We're so close. Not really, but everyone thinks that. When they go, "You're from Minnesota?" Michigan. Oh, right. Yeah, Minnesota.
Your call has been forwarded
to
an automated voice messaging system. 70748.
I'll try them again. I'm going to do it again. They're not feeding the horses. I should have just kept them on the phone. But I was...
Hello?
Hi.
Hey.
I'm on my show right now.
Oh.
Can you tell everybody how smart my dog is?
I can. What would you like me to say? Are you talking about her story today or just in general?
Just in general.
Yeah. No, I see a lot of dogs, and she's extremely smart. She really knows how to think about things and figure them out on her own, and she communicates so well with her expressions and with her paw and with her tail and the way all her little ways of moving. You can tell what she wants. I'll ask her what she wants, and she'll be able to tell me by taking me to where she wants to go or opening the drawer of where she wants to get something out of, or if she wants to go see the horse. If I just say his name, then she runs to the door because she wants to go see him.
She knows the horses' names.
Yeah, and she didn't. It's not like I ever taught her. Other than I would say, let's go see Garbato, and then now it took her 2 trips she gets it down pretty fast.
But she was out in your horse stall today.
Yeah, with me. I was up here cleaning things. But
Okay.
She normally, when she comes down here with me, she sits on her, she sits on one of the couches or chairs and lets me do all the work, and she just sits there and relaxes. But today...
She's smart.
Yeah. But today she got up and she wanted to just, I don't know, figure something out about those stalls because she never gets to go in them because they usually have horses in them.
So now she walked into the stall, but the horse was out in the pasture or something?
Yeah. But she knew right away when I called her that, she's not supposed to be in there.
Yeah,
so.
She knows.
Yeah.
So you're at the barn right now?
Yeah, Lisa was here too, but then she went to make she's making their dinner.
Oh, we were hoping Melanie was going to at least write on Love Y'all Cousin. Oh, yeah, Helen's on. Helen from Course Gold.
Oh, hi, Helen. It's been a long time.
Helen's here, and Melanie DeMore, and Grace, and Patty Lohman, and William D. Yep, coast to coast, and John Arbor was here for a minute.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, hello, everybody.
Dr. Katie Summers on the phone. Dr. Katie Summers, veterinarian to the stars, you know? Like this one right here. Lillian Pearl. She does really, She knows a lot of cool stuff, doesn't she?
Yeah, she does. She really does.
Yeah, like I thought about getting those buttons for her, and then I thought, no, she can just tell me.
I know, she doesn't really need the buttons.
No, she doesn't. Helen says hi, Katie and Lisa too.
Oh, I'll tell Lisa hello.
And Melanie, we need to plan a night. We really need to get on Zoom, and Mom is here too, Mama Grace.
Oh, hi, Mama Grace.
But we need to do a Zoom call with Lisa and you for sure. Lisa, you, and me and Melanie, and talk about our experience at Pride.
Oh, yeah, you guys, you should have a little recap of that.
Yeah, we really need to.
Well, Lisa would do that, I'm pretty sure, because she loves talking about how much fun you guys had.
We had so much fun. It just kept, the day just kept getting better and better and better. It didn't end.
Yeah.
We just let it keep going. Yes, Melanie says, yes.
Yeah.
Mama Grace says, hi, Katie.
Okay.
Well, thank you very much. I'm glad I answered the phone when you called, because I thought something was, and I was talking to a friend on the phone, and I said, my sisters say that Lillian Pearl is really smart, and he has 2 senior dogs. And he goes, yeah, my dogs are smart too. I'm like, yeah, but my sister's a vet, and she says that my dog is really smart. And then you called like 9 seconds later. So,
really?
And then you're saying, you know how smart Lillian Pearl is today? So.
Yep, she's remarkable. I didn't know when I first met her how remarkable she was. It took me a while to appreciate it all, and then once you know, you can start having these conversations with her, because she can have a conversation back with you. So it's fun. It's been fun. Thank you for loaning her to us.
Yes, Lillian's at summer camp out at the ranch.
Yeah, she's laying on her side, sharing the chair with me, head hanging over the edge, relaxing.
Now, why do you think dogs do that, Katie?
Hang their heads over?
Yeah.
I don't really know.
Do you think, is that really comfortable for them? Their neck, like you always think, oh, the poor dog, his head's hanging over and his neck's getting all.
Well, they do all kinds of weird positions that you would think might not be that comfortable. How about when she lays on her back and her legs are straight
in
the air, flying in the air?
She's like a spider, or Marilyn Monroe or something. She's a trip.
Yeah.
Well, I'd love for you to come back sometime. Beautiful Lillian Pearl, she is. She's so pretty. And she's pretty, right?
Yes, she's pretty. She's elegant.
She's elegant. This photo, she doesn't look so elegant, and you can't really see it so well. But yeah, she's a fashionista, for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you, Katie.
You're welcome. You guys have a nice evening.
You too.
Everybody.
Talk to you soon.
Okay.
Dr. Katie Summers, everybody. Bye. Love you too. Bye. I didn't think I was going to have a guest tonight, but it basically was my dog, Lily and Pearl, at summer camp, ranch camp. So, thank you, Patty Lohman, for this morning. Patty taught people how do you do it now? You go like this. You press the like, you press the heart, you press the care, you press the laughter, you press the wow. Kind of easy, right? If all 8 of you could just do a little one like or one heart, it's just better. It's somehow. Linda Siriano. Oh, these motorcycles are going by right now. They're so loud. Why do they need to be so loud? They don't need to be so loud. Linda Siriano. Yeah. Like, love, share the show. The metadata. They love it. Public. Oh, Patty. I need to write a sign that says public. You are absolutely so right, because I totally forget. Now, change audience. It asks you a different question now. So yes, I am public now. Edit privacy. It's public. Thank you. Now we're going to have like thousands of people on. Patty taught me how to swear in Italian today. A lot went on in today's show. If you didn't watch it, or if you weren't there, I would suggest you might want to go and watch it. Learn a little bit from Patty Lohman. Patty. We have to get together when you're in town. I will pay you to help me get in shape. Well, I'm here right now, but I'm leaving in a couple of days. So if you want to go for a walk in the next couple of days, I would go for a walk with you. Julie, loose. Julie, loose. How are you? And then I'll be back. Then I could do it then, too. I'll be back on the 17th. And then I'm going to go, yeah! Ha 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 ha. Laughter, like, wow. No crying. No sad. We had a lovely dinner tonight and a chocolate malted from, ice cream joint. And we had a beautiful dinner with our neighbor, and I talked to Andrea, and then I called Snowy, and Snowy was with Armando, so Andrea got to say hello to Armando, and we had a great moment there. And Armando's working really hard to just, to be here. Lisa, hi. Lisa Salvati. Oh my goodness gracious, we've been friends since elementary school. I love this woman. She's so cool. Lisa, you need to come on the show sometime. I do this every day at 11:11 a.m. and 11:11 p.m. Eastern time, your time. So if you're ever awake at this time, which you are right now, come back. Message me. Mom, remember Lisa Campbell? I love you. You're so nice. Remember when you came over and hung out in my apartment when I just bought the house and it was really hot? It's that hot right now. Where's your fan? Come on over. Bring your fan. I'm telling you, it's so hot up here right now. Hi. She did. She said, I'll come over and see you in your house. I was cleaning something. She came in. She carried in. She said, I got the fan going. Right now, it's 82 degrees up here. Yep. Melanie DeMore. That is good to know. Yeah, I did. I froze. Oh, I didn't freeze up here right now. No can do, sisters. There's no freezing up here. But there is freezing in the freezer, which I organized today. That felt good. I was like, I'm going to organize my freezer today. Yesterday I organized Grace's freezer. Today I organized mine. Hot and humid and it really is. It's really humid out. What's the temperature? Oh, and it's supposed to rain. Oh, what's tomorrow's temperature? Oh, it's going to be 86, thunderstorm. I was going to do the weed thing tonight with the Dawn and salt and vinegar. I'm so glad I didn't do it. Oh, hey. Yeah. Hey, Ricky, when are you going to come back and be a guest? Hey, Tony, when are you coming back? How are you feeling? Helen, you too. Everybody's dancing now. Give a little light, give a little love, give a little care, give a little laugh, give a little wow. Give a little light, give a little heart, give a little care, give a little laugh, give a little wow. Go, Patty. Who you gonna call right now? Yeah, when there are 11 people here, I do the dance. I play the music. And we get the likes and the loves. Pretty steamy here in St. Thomas, about an hour and a half from Minneapolis. Oh, ooh, yeah. Go, William. Go, Julie. Good. You're making it through. Yeah. Lots of vibes. Good vibes. Press. It's easy. Like, love, care, laughter. Wow. And then you can share the show. And while you're at it, as Patty says, you can support the show. How do you support the show? I'll show you, in case you're wondering. How do we keep the show on? How do I pay for my electric bill? How do I pay for, I'm just saying, right here. I got to be like PBS, even though it's not PBS. It's just our community, and it's just the way of making this work. But you can go on, what? Venmo at Jenna-Mammina, paypal.me/Jenna Sings, and patreon.com/Jenna Mammina. And I have Zelle. Hi, Dean Little. Yay! Share the show, and let's just do that dance one more time. Oh, didn't even make it through. There's 12 people here right now. Yay! Ricky, seriously, when are you coming back? I love having you on the show. I love seeing you. I thought I might be seeing you this week, but I'm not. But I will see you in September. That's right. September. William D. Lindemann. William takes every show and makes a copy and places them on YouTube. So, if you ever want to go back, you can go to YouTube, or you can go, see, there's something really, a mosquito. Have you ever had a bug fly into your eye? And for nothing, so sorry, I guess someone's trying to tell me to go to bed. Oh, yay! Oh. Bye, Lisa. Oh, love to you. She's so sweet. I want her to be a guest. Please be a guest sometime. She's so nice. Oh, she's such a good person. Okay, we'll dance one more time. Come on, for real. Go, William. Go, William. Get those likes. Get those loves. Hey. Thanks, Tony. So tomorrow morning is Wednesday. I will be on a little walk. Tomorrow night, community night. Y'all come on. Jump on. Hang out. Thursday morning, Michael Keel. Thursday night, Greg Verdict will be here. Friday morning, Armando. Yay! She's back, everybody. Woo-hoo-hoo! Yay! Standing ovation for Lisa. She found us. Yeah, Mondo Memories on Friday morning. Get some love in there. Get some energy sending his way. Friday night, display and share. Display and share. Find something cool and tell us about it. Share it with us. Saturday morning, one more Saturday morning with Jeff Metzger. Saturday night. Saturday night. Not to be missed. Saturday night. Yeah, I know, Lisa. Why don't you become my guest tomorrow night? Uh-oh. Woohoo. Melanie Demore, thank you very much. Helping keep the lights on. Helping keep the Wi-Fi going. Thank you, Melanie. Thank you, Melanie Demore. Suzanne, what's up? Lisa, yeah, come be my guest. Come hang out on the show. You guys will love Lisa. Lisa, you're going to be part of the crew. You're going to be part of the crew, I'm telling you. Saturday night, if you're doing something fun, blow it off. Good night. Yay. Good night, Tony. Stay healthy. Get healthy. Do that thing I said. It works. Saturday night, I know, these crazy people. One night. Come on, Linda. Come on right now. Jump on, girl. Jump on, Linda. You've been saying this for like, about 2 years. You've been here before, I know. About 2 years you've been saying it. Saturday night. Saturday night is Gary Lambert, we think, his last night in his house in Queens. And so he is going to be telling the story of his parents. And it's a beautiful story. And he's going to tell it from the couch that his mother made the slipcovers for. And it's, hey, Tammy, it's going to be great. So Saturday night, Gary Lambert. Oh, whatever. Darren. Yeah, okay. So if any of you saw my message today that I posted, totally. Yeah, so there's in my hometown, there's a bridge. Ra Morocco, Carol Morocco. Yo, what's up? It's a wonderful story about his parents and focusing on his mother and her success and her triumph through. It's just an incredible story. And he is going to be, how bad was the male Karen? He is going to tell his story this week. The male Karen. Okay. I think I'm going to go with Chad. I have a friend named Chad and I really like him a lot, but a lot of people, someone said Darren. It's been a really fun. I didn't realize it was going to be it went a little, it didn't go viral, but it got a little, it touched a lot of people and I was really excited and fun, and it was fun to brainstorm with people today. So anyway, I'm going to just post this thing again right here real quick. Here's my story. You want to hear today's story? Here's how bad the male Chad. We'll go with Chad for now. Okay. So there's this bridge. It's a walking bridge. It's a walking bridge. I did, because you said sometime you want to be on. At the top of the bridge, it says, no bicycles, no skateboards. At the bottom of the bridge, it used to say it, but the sign's not there anymore. So 2 days ago, I'm walking on the bridge and I see someone riding his bike on the bridge, and there was a cop there and they gave him a ticket. Which they deserve, because it's a walking, like with 2 feet, 2 legs, walking bridge. And it was built because it used to be on the side of a hill and you had to climb up it, and it's ADA compliant. So people, if they're on a wheelchair, they can go down to the beach. Okay? So today, I'm on the walking bridge, and this guy has one of those electric bikes with music. Sexual healing. Marvin Gaye, sexual healing is good. And he's playing it really loud, and he's going really, and it's a we call it the zigzag bridge. So it's it's like, and I said, hey, you know what, man? I watched a guy. I said, you're not supposed to. Oh yeah, right. Oh yeah, right. Yeah, like you're gonna tell me. And he starts saying some really mean things to me. I said, I watched a guy. Oh yeah. And this woman is saying, God, he won't even let you talk. I said, I know, he's a jerk. And that I'm watching this woman come from the bottom, pushing her bike up. And I said to him again, I said, all I'm trying to, oh yeah, right. I said, all I'm trying to tell you is you're probably going to get a ticket. Oh yeah, oh, you're scaring me now. Thanks for the lecture. Yeah. And he turns his music up really loud. And this woman that was walking up with her bike, he almost ran her over. So then I helped her. I said, are you okay? She said, I just, I go, I know I'm not supposed to call. I wanted to call the police, but where am I going to say, well, you see this? So then I stopped and I just asked the question. And the question was what I posted on Facebook. And I've heard Ken. What are some of the names that I've been given today? It's pretty great. Chad or Brad, Kevin, Chad, Ken or Todd, Rufus, and then Darren. I like Darren. I think Darren's really good. But anyway, yeah, I'm so cool. That's where the Karen came in. Yep, what an asshole. I wouldn't have been so nice. Yeah. Darren. Little liking male Karen. Yeah, he was just a jerk. And he was going down to play volleyball. So I could have followed him down there and I could have called the police and said, this is the guy that, and I bet he does it all the time. But I did. I watched a guy yesterday, 2 days ago, get a ticket. And I even said to that guy, I said, they give tickets. Thanks for the lecture. That was 2 days ago. And when he got to the top, dude got a ticket. Totally a Darren. Durwood. What about, I'm going to post that. What about Durwood? Since I don't know anyone named Durwood, wouldn't be as bad. Does anyone know, okay, I'm going to post it anyway, but does anyone know anyone named Durwood besides Durwood? Anytime I'm trying to spell Durwood and it's correcting with derails. That's funny. So yeah, that's my Durwood story. Julie Luce. Exactly. Any other Durwoods out there? Nobody's brother, cousin, uncle named Durwood? Because I think I might go through. I probably would have just taken his bike and kicked his ass and acted like it never happened. Well, Linda, that's why you need to walk with me on the bridge. Kevin. Yeah, I think Mike Clark said Ken. I think Ken was the first one I saw. But if you go to my page, you'll see it's been quite a creative afternoon on that. Do you know someone named Durwood, Suzanne? Durwood Kirby. Oh, right. Durwood Kirby. William. Well, since somebody went with Darren, that's why I just decided to go with Durwood. But, yeah, pretty funny. So I am here every day, you guys. Every day at 11:11 a.m. The likes and the loves. Where are the likes and the loves? Where's the likes and the loves? Come on. No, you don't know anyone new. Here's my like. I'm going to do a like. I'm going to do a love. I'm going to do a care. I'm going to do a laughter. I'm going to do a wow. And I think this is a show that's worthy of sharing. How do you share the show? Patty Lohman, what are you doing right now? Come on, girlfriend. I need you. Maynard G. Krebs. Patty Lohman. Patty Lohman. Patty Lohman. Patty Lohman. Melanie Moore Andorra often made fun of Darren and called him Durwood. Right. Bewitched, bothered, and bewildered. Jackie Gleason shows. Yeah, Durwood Kirby. Thanks, you guys, for being here tonight, listening to the story of how smart my dog is. Ellen Gessert, how are you? It's cool to see. Yeah, see, it's cool to see all these people here, coast to coast, and Canada too. First boyfriend, Walter. Oh, that's a good name for a child, Walter. I have a friend named Walter Bankovich. I love Walter Bankovich, incredible pianist that I've done a gig with. You've seen him. I played with him in New Orleans, and I played with him in the Bay Area, and we're going to do a project together. We're going to do a Pat Metheny project. I know, I'm so excited. Yep. My first boyfriend was Walter. I do too. Lisa, I do too. Aren't they cool? They have, I got a little gold thing. I've never been into gold. I mean, I have a couple pieces that I wear gold. Walter's cool. Patty, are you jumping on? But my friend gave me these gold earrings to wear at Jazz at Lincoln Center. And I have about 50 pairs of earrings. She gave me another pair. They're my two favorite pairs of earrings now. So I'm all of a sudden gold. But I think I can rock this with myself. My name's, well, yeah, we're not going to say it's Walter. Patty Loman, Giina Melita! I was just talking about you. I said when my friend Walter Bankovich and I played, that people saw us play in New Orleans at your house. Giina Melita. No, tonight. Hi. Hey. Ah, you're sweet. Golden. It is golden. So amazing to be loved. I'd follow you to the moon and the stars above. Yeah, everybody. So Saturday night, Gary Lambert will be here telling his story of his parents, and I really hope that you can come. And then Sunday morning, AJ, and Sunday night, I really, really, really am trying to figure out what's the next thing to do for Sunday nights. We had drawing for a while with Phyllis, who draws people every day. And then we had musician square table for a while. That was very cool. I'd love to do that again. And then we had poetry glam, which we've been doing, but I think we need something new. So if you have any ideas of a show that you'd like to be a part of, and maybe it could inspire other people to be a part of, and the way to inspire other people is to share the show. Please tell your friends about it. If you have friends that you think would be a great guest on the show, come on. And then we do this. We do the like, we do the love, we do the care, we do the happy, and we do the wow. But sharing the show is easy too. Share it to a group. Anyway, so that was my Durwood story for the day. And tomorrow morning, I guess I'll go for a walk. But Lisa, I'd love to have you on the show sometime. Every single one of you right now. I don't know what the squiggly thing is. I don't know what that means. But, yay! I'm so happy that you're all here. And Giina Melita, girlfriend, when are you coming back on, Chef Giina? Yes, they are priceless. Drawings by Phyllis are absolutely priceless. Giina Melita, has school started yet? Are you here right now? Do you want to jump on? Jump on. Jump. Jump. You remember how to get on. I know you do, because you're smart like that. If you want. And if you don't, I'm going to jump off pretty quick, because I gotta go for a quick little, I gotta make some phone calls. You know what I'm saying? To the west, to the west, to the west, to the west, to the west. Anyway, I just did that thing, and I'm curious when school starts pretty soon, right? I actually was watching something today with my mom, and there were back to school commercials on, and I was like, whew. I got, bye, Patty. I started to get a little nervous and uptight, and I thought, you're not going back to school. It's okay. It's okay, Jenna. There's no back to school for you. Ladies and gentlemen, Chef Giina Melita. Hey, girl. Ricky. Bye, Dean. Hey, Chef. What up? Unmute. Oh, she's going to do something. There she is in her beautiful house. She lives in the most beautiful house that we did the gig at. Just one thing. Oh, she's going to do something. Yay. Hi, Tom. Yay, Giina Melita. Giina Melita. Giina Melita. I'm not that interesting. Oh! Lisa, it's fine. You do lots of fun stuff. I would love to just have you come on and talk. Just press the little button that lets me hear you.
Sorry. I always forget this.
Hi.
Hi. I just needed to put on my charger. I always run out of charge at this time of night. So
I know exactly where you're sitting right now.
Oh, that's so sweet.
So cool.
Yeah, I'm right here at my house, and my son and I just had dinner. I made a crab meat quesadilla.
Ooh.
It was fast and delicious.
But you must do something to your quesadilla that sets your quesadilla apart.
Well, honestly, I just dice up really super tiny, like they call it a brunoise of tomato, and I scatter it inside. So it's so tiny that it just breaks down, but it doesn't stay cold, isn't chunky, but it's so fresh tasting. So I did that. And then I mean, really, it was very fast because Elliot was so hungry. He's like, Mom, I think I'm getting a migraine. I'm so hungry, which he doesn't really know what a migraine is, but he's like, I'm getting hungry. I'm like, okay, that means you need to eat now. So I just did it quick. So I kind of just put down the cheese and the crab meat and some of
crab quesadillas.
Yeah, crab meat. Yeah, crab. Yeah, and because I had some in the fridge, and the cheese, the crab meat, and then the tiny diced tomatoes and some really nice fresh green salsa, and made that, and then served it with guacamole and black beans and rice and some sauteed green beans on the side. Those were on the side. It was really delicious. A crab meat quesadilla
really
is the boss. So good. It's so good.
So what are your thoughts as a chef on seafood and cheese?
Okay, I've had a lot of people ask me that, and I'm like, to be honest with you, crab meat I think is one of the exceptions. It really lends itself to a milder cheese, especially honestly, I'm not going to lie to you. This is quesadilla cheese I buy at the grocery store. You know what I mean? It's honestly like the Mexican blend from my local grocery. I'm a mom. My son is home alone a lot because during the summer he's 17, so he has to work, and I have to work, and he has to cook for himself. So I buy the easy stuff. I'm not going to make him like great manchego or some shit like that. So it's not the kind of party. I just buy the easy stuff. We all like it. It's fine. I think it's delicious. So my feelings on fish and cheese are that be careful. I don't like thin fish with cheese. It's too delicate. But crab meat, I think can take it in the right circumstance, especially like this crab meat I've got, which is not jumbo lump freaking crab meat. I've got the cheap crab meat, but it's good.
You mean, is it the cheap, like that, the processed pressed crab meat?
It's not processed and pressed. No, it's not surimi. That's not crab. This is actual crab, but it is, it's a pasteurized crab product. That's really good. I get it at the Restaurant Depot. It's good. It's also safe. You don't have to worry about it's it's not like when I'm in Maine and like there's some like 20 old women sitting around a table like picking crab and you buy it and it's, you know, it's not like that amazing crab meat. It's not that. It's not Peaky Toe or something like that. It's just this pasteurized product that you buy and it's really good. It's delicious. It's got a lot of flavor, a lot of character. I mean, if I were going to make a crab salad and be on some cooking show, yeah, I'd go for the jumbo lump and do the thing and spend the $40 a pound or whatever it is now. But this is perfectly respectable for something like a quesadilla and, or, you know, or whatever. Or, I mean, I'm going to make crab cakes with it too, because I mean, again, I'm not at work, like at a fancy restaurant. I'm at home, right. You know, and I mean, I'm on a limited budget, you know, I'm a single mom, got a kid, but I love crab. I could eat it every day and it's perfectly okay. Like, I'm just, you know, I've stopped being I'm not a snob unless I'm at work. And then everything, my, you know, not at a school work, but like the other work,
if you're at a restaurant.
The catering. I'm not catering. If I were catering, I'd listen to the client, what they wanted. It's not fake crab. It's not surimi. It's just, you know, I don't know. Surimi? There's a lot of information to unpack there. What's that?
Surimi?
Surimi, Surimi. And it's actually pollock, which is a fin fish. I'm not sure it has any real shellfish in it. It's just coloring and flavoring. And you know what? I've been guilty of using it to pad out real crab meat. When the client says, I only want to spend this little tiny bit on crab cakes, I'm like, okay, you know, and I mean, if I'm like, do you want jumbo lump crab meat? Because I can't do it. If they say no, I'm like, fine. And I kind of pad it out and they love it because they don't know. What we're really in danger of is that a lot of people, because of this phenomenon, is that more people consider the taste of surimi to be crab than actual crab meat. A lot of people, if you just did a challenge side by side and we're like, which crab do you like better? A lot of people would say surimi because it's what they're used to. It has sugar in it.
Right.
And it's like salty and it's got this bouncy little texture. And it's like people, that's what you're used to. If you get most sushi restaurants, I mean, not the high end ones, but I'd use that for their snow crab. They just do. I'm done.
No, don't be done.
Oh, I'm not done. No, I'm not done. I'm just like,
I have
done,
a
like going off on my
cabbage
tangent.
in my fridge and I keep neglecting it.
What do you have in your? Oh,
I have a purple cabbage in my fridge and I keep neglecting the purple cabbage.
Turn around my charger. It wasn't actually charging. Okay, we should be good now. We good?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm charging. All right. My charger is finicky.
I have long beans. You know what long beans are? They're like,
yes, they're long. They're very long. Yeah, they're long Chinese beans and they're very rigid. They take a long time to cook. I love them.
Okay, what do I do with them?
Let me make sure I'm actually charging here. I think I'm going the wrong way. Hold on. 1 second. Long beans are terrific because unlike your traditional European beans, they do not overcook, like almost ever. So what you want to do is you want to cook them like you would cook like a starch vegetable almost. They're not starchy. They're a real green bean, but they're very hearty. So you can cook them for a while, almost like a potato, like 10 minutes, and then do whatever you want with them because those sons of bitches are not going to get soft on you. You have to be careful of not undercooking them too much. You don't want to undercook them because they're acrid.
I'm going to go get them really quick. Do you mind talking for a moment?
No, I would love to. I love long beans. I love using them. First, I want to make sure that
Gina's still there? Okay. Uh-oh, can't hear you. You're muted again.
shit, I was just going on about long beans. I was talking to your people. It's because I had to close out for a second because I think my phone is losing charge. Yeah, they're like long. Yes. And they have a much denser consistency than your average green bean and a much more intense, meatier flavor. They're really, really fleshy. They're like, they're almost like, they're almost like I mean, what is like intense like that? It's like more than asparagus. I mean, not, they're like, in terms of texture, I'm talking about, they're very dense. I love them for that.
Okay.
They're really flavorful.
Do you know what these are?
Let me get my glasses on. Let me look one more time.
Hold on. I'm going to get more.
Oh my God, I look terrible on my camera. I just took Pilates. I'm all grossed out. Yeah.
In Baroda.
I can't see them. Got to lift them up a little bit more. You're so out of a little further away, but higher up. There's some kind of pea.
They're radish pods.
And what kind of radish?
A red radish.
So I've grown radishes. Where do those pods come from? Like, what do they do? Are they in underground things? I've grown radishes and they just radish up, and then do they come off the shoots if you let the radishes keep going? Yep. If you let them go strong, they make new radish. They're like radish seeds, basically. They're like radish pods. Mm-hmm. Cool. They must be terrifically delicious.
Mm. They taste
like wasabi peas.
Mm-hmm.
They're probably like wasabi, but like fresh wasabi peas, I imagine. Mm-hmm. Oh, that makes me want to grow radishes.
Yeah, they grow from from when the flower, when it bolts.
It's similar to a garlic scape.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, same shit. When it comes out, when you don't actually pull the vegetable. Love those.
So back to these now. So am I going to just saute them in my cast iron skillet or what?
I would start by blanching them first, because they're very concentrated already. You know, they're very concentrated. I would blanch them first to like get out some of that. They're very strong. They can be a little acrid, you know, so blanch them first, blanch in water, and then put them in your skillet. Now you're going to have a much better product. You don't have to worry about overcooking them. Those fuckers are going to be firm, but I mean, you have to worry about undercooking them.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Consider those like the lamb shank of vegetables.
Really?
Yes, for real. I mean, maybe the chicken thigh of vegetables. Okay. Maybe not the lamb shank, right? But the chicken thigh of vegetables. Yeah. You can cook those things a minute. I mean, they will eventually overcook and dry out. You can screw them up, but it's hard. They can take a lot. They do well with cooking a little bit longer. And that's why we love them so much, because they are the green bean that it's the gift that keeps on giving. Okay. They really are. I love them. I love long beans. I buy them whenever I see them.
Well, I wish I could give some to you right now, because I know where there's a bunch of them.
Oh.
Okay, so I have this cabbage.
Okay.
And I know cabbage stays well for a long time. It's doesn't
forever.
Well, it's been there about 2 weeks, because I keep going,
I'm still fine. Yeah.
What do I do with it?
Oh, red cabbage? Okay. First things first. One of my son's favorite raw vegetables when he was younger was just raw red cabbage. So there's that.
It's purple. It's a purple cabbage.
Well, red cabbage is purple cabbage, same thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You just eat it. So you can eat it raw, because if you're into raw, I know you're into some raw food. I wouldn't recommend that for the whole cabbage, because there's so much else you can do with it. But one of the most classic ways to cook, there's two other things that immediately come to mind. One is the soup borscht.
Oh, yeah.
Which is one of the most beautiful soups. And what's great about borscht is it's like gumbo. For as many cooks as there are in like Eastern Europe, there is a version of borscht. Just like here in New Orleans, for as many cooks as there are in New Orleans, there's a version of gumbo. So you have the kind that's beef-based, you have the kind that's vegetarian, you have the kind that has sour cream in it, you have the kind that's like brothy. So I would definitely look at make it cold. Some do beets, some do beets and cabbage, some do cabbage.
I have like 10 beets.
So look up a vegetarian beet cabbage borscht.
Yeah.
It'll blow your mind. And it's often served as a cold soup. So check that out, because it's summer still. It could be a beautiful thing. The other thing I do with red cabbages, and this is totally oftentimes considered autumnal, but you can eat red cabbage whenever you feel like, is to cook it down with Granny Smith apples, some onions, some garlic, some cabbage, some Granny Smith apples, and just like cook it down low
I
and
was
slow.
originally going to make a Granny Smith cabbage salad.
Well, you can make it like a salad, or and if when the salad gets old and you haven't eaten it all, just cook it down with some broth, vegetable broth, and maybe a couple little fingerling potato dices or something like that. Cook it all the way down. That is not traditional to put potatoes in there, but I like potatoes, so I put them in things to make it like a beefy, like heavier, to make it like a stick to your ribs dinner, but you don't have to do that. But yeah, Granny Smith apples and red cabbage all day long, whether you're eating it cold and shredded, dressed like your instincts told you, or cook it. And I mean, like I said, like make the salad. If you don't eat it all, just cook it. When it starts to get a little long in the tooth, cook it. Just literally the salad, just put it in the pan and add a little more oil to it and just stir it around and eat that with something else, with a piece of fish, piece of salmon, cabbage and salmon. So traditional, Scandinavia. Hello. Yep.
I like to make green cabbage steaks.
Ooh, honestly, I love cabbage so much. I
remember
all that.
We talked about cabbage early on in during the pandemic. You said,
tell me about your green cabbage steaks. I want to hear about it because I've never made green cabbage steaks. I mean, but I understand that the attraction of the core that people cut out. So talk to me about it.
I cut it hi gay. I cut it, I slice it a pretty good inch plus, and then I olive oil and garlic and other spices on it, and then I just put it in. I have an air fryer, but not like an air fryer like everybody has. I have like a toaster oven kind.
Yeah, I get it. That's what I have too.
I put it on roast for about 12 minutes, and it's so good.
So and good, yeah.
And I'll put it with Kalamata olives.
Oh, I love Kalamata olives for that. They're so salty and briny, and then they kind of bring that poop, 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 pop, pop to things.
Yeah.
Nice.
Someone was asking about I have been chopping regular cabbage and frying with a small amount of olive oil. What about, besides roasting a rutabaga, what else can you do with a rutabaga?
Oh my God, I love rutabagas. Oh, okay. Get out the notebook. I love rutabagas. They're like one of my favorite vegetables of all time. I love them. So one of the things, and this is going to sound, okay, this is not like featuring the rutabaga, but honestly, one of the ways I discovered I love them so much was they were the cheapest, biggest vegetable I could find when I was in culinary school, when I was poor ass broke, right? So I would buy the biggest, cheapest thing I could find. I'd cut them up and I'd throw them into rice, the other cheapest, biggest thing I could find. So I would just cut them up, and I was practicing my knife skills. So I'd be doing like one little, 1/4 inch by 1/4 inch little dices. And when I added the rice, I'd add the rutabagas, and I just boil it up and eat them. And it became like my vegetable rice. I swear to God, 1988, Boston, my externship, I survived on this. And eventually I would also throw in things like carrots and other, but rutabagas was the one, because it made you feel like you were eating something that felt semi-healthy, white rice. And yeah. So first things first, that's my number one, is like rutabaga rice. Yeah. Love that. Not quite equal parts, probably like twice as much rice as rutabagas, but it felt like a thing at the time. True story. And it costs you absolutely no money. Next thing is rutabagas, boil them like you would boil potatoes for mashed potatoes, right? Mashed potatoes, just like you would, and however you may do that. I like to peel the rutabagas. Make sure you get off that outside. There's an outside layer. It's usually about 1/8 of an inch thick, which it tends to be tougher. So peel that right the hell off of there. You can use a knife or a peeler or whatever. Just get it all off of there. Get all that wax off there. Get all that, and cut down past that layer that's usually about 1/8 of an inch thick or so. You can see it. You'll see it's there when you cut it. Mm-hmm. And then chop them up, boil them, season your broth, season your liquid like you would for mashed potatoes. You want some salt in there, maybe a bay leaf. And then, honestly, puree them up, make a mash out of them, like if you would mashed potatoes. I usually do it in a Cuisinart, or what you call Robocoup Cuisinart. They're not going to get starchy like potatoes. You don't have to worry about that. They're not going to get gummy on you. Add a little butter. If you don't like butter, add a little olive oil. you know, and just do it that way, or stir in some yogurt or some sour cream.
I love making
That's
rutabagas like that, like a rutabaga mash.
rutabaga mash. Yeah, you can mash it up with a potato masher the same way, whatever works for you, whatever technology you have. But they are not like potatoes. They will not get starchy and gummy. They are a vegetable, not a. They are a vegetable. They're not a starch. So you don't have to worry about that. They're not going to have that same level of gluey carbohydrate. Next thing, cut them into chunks about an inch by inch, big one, inch by inch, you know, like nice big fat chunks. Get some oil hot in the pan and just start tossing them around. If you can't toss, stir them. Stir them, stir them, stir them, stir them. I showed my son this technique tonight, actually, how to cook a vegetable, because he's like, Mom, I went with my girlfriend to the grocery store and I wasn't sure how to cook as many things as I thought I did, like when we cooked together. I was like, what were you looking at? He was like, I don't know, you know, like vegetables. I was like, if you know how to cook one vegetable, you know how to cook them all. So I showed him this again tonight. Basically, put something in a pan with some oil. Saute. If you can't saute with a flippity flip, what's that?
You put the oil in first?
I do. And this is a technique. Even back in the 80s, when I was in cooking school, they called it Western saute, right? The oil in the pan first, and then you saute. If you can't saute, just stir. Don't worry about it. Don't get it all over your floor. But I still do this when I say saute. You can also stir. And wait till the color starts to happen. You start to smell really good. Wait till the browning happens, and add a little water or a flavorful liquid. Like for green beans, I'll add water, or like chicken or vegetable stock. But for something like beets, I do a combination of like fruit juice and vinegar, or lemon juice and orange juice, or something where I get that sweet sour, because it complements the beet. But for rutabagas, I would do like maybe a little vegetable broth or even chicken broth, and then saute. Get that. You want that color. You want that color to happen. Get that color. Rutabagas they have a lot of dormant sugar in them, like an onion. It likes to be coaxed out. You can cook it like you want to caramelize an onion. You could caramelize a rutabaga, and you just saute. But they're going to start to get really brown. They have a surprising amount of simple sugars in them. So add a little bit more liquid, and then continue to cook it. And then the liquid evaporates, and then just continue to cook it. You can do this on the stovetop. If you want to turn on the oven, you can do that too, but I don't recommend it all the time, because, you know, you can do it on the stovetop in a pan. It's easy. Just keep on cooking it, little liquid, let it cook down. Once it's cooked to the amount that you like it, then you can eat it. It's so simple. Salt, pepper, and any spice that you like. Rutabagas love warm spice. Anything warm, like anything you would put in a pumpkin pie or in a chai tea. Rutabagas love it. Any one of those spices. You can put in a little cinnamon, a little nutmeg, a little coriander, a little I can see it, but I can't say it right now. What is it? The ones that come in a pod, the cardamom, ginger, anything you can put in any warm spice you can conceive of, anything in it. Throw a little garam masala in there and call it a day. The most delicious thing you've had. I love rutabagas so much. I love them. Plus, they are incredibly good for you. They're a root vegetable, so they ground you to the earth immediately, and they're also full of fiber and love. I mean, I would make a rutabaga pie. I would call it a vegetable. Pie. Oh yeah, it's like a pumpkin pie, rutabaga without all the sugar.
Ooh, a rutabaga pie. Does
that sound delicious?
Pie, but rutabaga
yeah,
pie.
I've been thinking about doing that actually as like a side dish for Thanksgiving next year. Yeah, like a pumpkin pie, but not a dessert, a side dish, but it's done the same way with a royale and the whole thing. You know, a royale is a egg and cream. Sorry, I don't want to. Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for asking about rutabagas. I hope I didn't bore you. I love that vegetable so much.
You're still on vacation? Yes.
Oh no, my vacation ended about a week and a half ago. I've been back to work. I mean, the school isn't open yet, but a lot of work. Catering. I start tomorrow morning. Actually, I'm catering tomorrow morning at 7. I'm hiring, so there's training. I've been doing training. I've been. Today I was staining wood for some of our new furniture we got in. It has to be sanded and stained because we buy furniture that's like for homes when it has to withstand food service. So I have to sand and lacquer and shellac and all that kind of shit for stuff that has to withstand, the rigors of food service. I can't say enough about menu writing. My God, I have so much to do. So records keeping. I mean, I have to like store records and, you know, all the stuff, you know, it's food service education. You got to store things for 7 years, blah, 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 blah. Records keeping, uniforms, ordering, and hunting down people to hire is like a full-time job in itself. I need a full-time recruiter.
Do you have a lot of people coming back from last year?
I only have 7 people in my kitchen and I have 3 coming back. Today I found out that one of them may not be coming back right away or at all. She's not sure. It sucks because she's my number 2 in the kitchen. And so, I mean, I'm the food service director, then I have a chef, and then she's kind of below the chef, but it's not like a normal battery. I mean, we don't like, a battery is the setup in normal kitchen, like restaurant kitchens. It's not like that. She's not like his sous chef. She's just in this position that is the second most demanding in the kitchen. And so to replace her is more important than others. Like she holds a place that takes up more hours a day. Like I could kind of do almost anybody else's job in the place in about 3 hours, but for her, it would take a good 6. And that sucks because if she doesn't come back, then I either need someone new or I have to do it. And now I have like a week and a half, and that takes like a week anyway, just with background checks. So it's kind of sucky. So that's more information than you needed, but yeah. So I found out that today, like 5 hours ago. So I'm like, oh, Denise, so you come? I don't know. I'm in West Virginia doing, and this is a 57-year-old woman. She's doing Coast Guard training. I know she used to be a chef on a tugboat before she came with me for like 6 months. So I know she likes to be out at sea. So I'm hoping she can do that after she gets like next summer or something. I don't know. Yeah. So yeah, my vacation was when I went to Louisville. And other than that, I've been working.
All the food you were making and you were eating and your
That was so fun.
Wow.
Well, Amy and I got that Airbnb because we knew we wanted to cook. That's how because honestly, we love to cook together. We're like really, really super close friends. She's an incredible chef. We were chef instructors together at Le Cordon Bleu. We started the Slow Food Club at Le Cordon Bleu, Atlanta together. We were the first slow food club at any culinary school in the world. And that was huge because, thank you. Because, you know, when we would do things for the club, we would often be writing recipes and things like that. And I would write recipes and she'd be like, I don't know about this. I'm like, I know you can execute it just fine. And she always would. She's an incredible chef. She's amazing. So when we get together, we just love to cook. Basically what I felt like was we got together and we didn't do anything touristy. We didn't do the Bourbon Trail. We barely made it to a tasting, and then we didn't even go to a bourbon place because we didn't book enough in ahead. We kind of played it by ear. We walked most of the places that we went, or we didn't walk. We took a lift. We kind of like went swimming at this local swimming pool. Like the way I put it was, we did what we would have done anyway, wherever we hang out. Cool. We just didn't have to answer to anybody, do anything we didn't want to do, or listen to our kids bitch. So that was kind of it. We were like, fuck it. We just did exactly what we would have done anywhere. But we happened to be in Louisville and it was super. We loved it. We both loved it. It was a great town, great places to hang out. We saw a lot of live music. And yeah, it was terrific. Got to see our friend Jem. It was great. We spent a week there, and we had the best time. Yeah, we were like, fuck it. We didn't do anything touristy. We did. We walked over a bridge to Indiana. I think it was Indiana.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
that's not why you were there.
We didn't go to the Churchill Downs, any of that shit. It wasn't why we were there. We were to see each other and to have a good time and to cook and have fun and see live music. And we did that, and it was amazing. We did some cool shit. We saw some stuff that locals were like, man, that's awesome. I can't believe you found that. I'm like, yeah, because, you know, we had our own agenda.
Because the magic was there. So one quick question about the rutabaga.
Yes.
Grilling it.
It's a very
on the grill, actual grill.
okay. Think of it as a sweet potato, with less water in it, I think. You know, I'm not going to say no. Slice it, finish. I wouldn't go more than a half an inch thick, and I mean a tight half an inch. Don't be like 3/4 inch in it and calling it, like, seriously, like, not very big. Grill it, get your marks, get your flavor, taste it. Is it cooked? I think you might have to continue to cook it, or do it on a lower grill so you can
Would
continue
you
to
cook
cook
it
it.
first and then grill it?
You could do that. You
Barbecue?
could, but yeah, it's rutabagas are firm. I mean, they're like firm. So you play with it. I think it's a terrific idea. If there's any vegetable you can grill, like eggplant, you can grill, zucchini, you can grill. This is going to be firm like a sweet potato, but probably not as crumbly because it doesn't have that starch problem. So yeah, I would say you could grill it for sure. And yeah, maybe steam it a little first, or boil it a bit first and then oil it up and grill it. Or you could grill it first and then steam it. Maybe steam it first. I've never done it, but I 100% know that you can. I would lay money on that shit. But do it in a plank like you would, like a piece of eggplant or zucchini. You want it big.
Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There she goes. I think her phone just died. Lisa, yay. Well, definitely come be a guest sometime. That was a complete magical moment with Chef Giina. She might show up again. I'll stay here for a couple more minutes. But in the meantime, let's do a little dance. Because there's 11 of you here. Thank you. I'm liking, I'm loving. Share this show. This is a good show. This is the kind of thing that people want to see, right? I'm telling you. Oh, and there it is. I hope she comes back. But during the pandemic, during the lockdown, when everybody was home, Giina was on almost every week. We learned how to make an omelet. We learned skewers, rutabaga on a kebab. But I would definitely cook it first, parboil it, like she suggested, and then grill it. But I've learned so much from her, and I love that she came back. And I just don't think her phone was plugged in for charging, and neither is my. Oh, there she is, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Chef Giina Melita in the house.
Sorry, my phone died. It might again. I'm drawing more energy than I'm giving. I'm basically an energy vampire right now.
I was just bragging about you and telling people that are new that when you first were during 2020, you were here on a weekly basis, and we talked about food and we asked questions, and this just felt like
I love it. I love to do it. I'm always happy to just, pencil me in. I'm happy to do it on a regular, announce it if you want to. My thing is, it's not as hard.
She's so amazing. I know.
It won't be as hard this year.
We're talking about
to do 10 o'clock at night, because I'm going to have an actual person there on campus at 5:30 in the morning. After like September 1, I should be good. So I can do 10 o'clock at night if you wanted to do that, especially on like Saturdays or even like Tuesdays or something like that. Should be good.
Tuesday nights would be cool. The weekends are kind of full, but
yeah, I'm sure because Tuesdays might be fun.
But Gary's not always there. But you pick the night. You tell me.
Tuesdays might be fun. Let's talk Tuesday. Let's talk Tuesday.
Yeah, I mean, anything you guys have in the kitchen, like the long beans. Okay, I have some extra rosemary. What am I going to do with that?
Ooh, rosemary. Oh my, the obvious answer is if you have a lot of extra, you could always dry it. But, that's some. Dry it. It becomes dry rosemary, but it's still terrific. Rosemary,
I have some dill and I have some rosemary. I put the dill in the freezer though.
Yeah, dill actually freezes fine. Rosemary, I found not so much. I think it loses something when you freeze it. But when you preserve it in oil, it's pretty good. So maybe you could slowly bring it to like almost like a rosemary confit in a way, like, like bring it to a low, quick simmer just to kill off any of the, bacteria or whatever's on it that could make it mold, any of those things. And then just store it in some oil like you would a duck leg or something. You honestly could do that. You could just like simmer it in some olive oil and then just hold on to it. It would be fine. Like a confit.
I have a question.
Confit just means cured. Yeah. Yeah.
I watched Chopped.
Uh-huh.
Last night they had, Mom, what was it? Was it fried champagne? Freeze-dried champagne or fried champagne?
Okay.
And
what did they do with it?
Squares. It was one of their funky ingredients. Was it fried?
I've never heard of this, but if it has alcohol in it and you can take it camping, I'm all for it.
Deep fried champagne bites. Yeah. Oh, I see. Now I'm learning what it is. Okay. Deep fried champagne. Quickly dip each piece of cake into the champagne one at a time, and then they go directly into so it's
cake?
Cake or toast. Dubbed the deep fried champagne toast involves in soaking hunks.
Sounds terrible. Let me tell you what. Here's why. Okay. Just throwing this out there, and I'm going to put this out there. You think that cooking something like wine is going to make it concentrate, taste like it's going to taste great. Champagne. Let me tell you what, the minute that you simmer any kind of dry wine, whether it's champagne or a Chardonnay or a Sauvignon Blanc or a Pinot Noir, or anything like that, the minute that you boil it, it changes completely and it becomes very tart. It's actually one of the first stages in certain people, not everyone, but when you make vinegar, it's the first stage in making some vinegar is to boil it because it immediately denatures everything good about the wine. So
interesting. Okay.
Taking this wine and putting it onto some piece of pastry and then turning it really hot is going to change the way that wine tastes. So it would have to be a sweet wine to start with, because that would be the only thing that would counteract the tartness that comes from boiling a real wine that's a nice dry wine, a wine you drink, like you would want to drink, not a fancy or expensive wine, but just a wine. The first thing that happens is it gets tart. As a matter of fact, when I was a chef in the Quarter back in the 90s, I worked at a wine bar. I was an executive chef at this wine bar. It was my first chef job. And none of my vinaigrettes had vinegar in them. They all had boiled wine and citrus and things like that, and tamarind and things like that, because boiled wine or vinegar makes wine sometimes taste tart. It fucks up the wine taste. You have to be really careful how much vinegar you put in something when you're doing a wine dinner. It was a wine bar. So all my vinaigrettes, I was super careful about whatever was in them. And I used boiled wine. I would literally take wine, like especially the stuff that didn't sell or whatever, and I'd boil it and then make my vinaigrettes out of that, because it was, I really didn't want to harsh the wines that we were serving. So be very careful when you're cooking wine, because it's not going to be what you think it's going to be. Actually boil it and taste it and see what you think. You'd be surprised.
Actually boil wine.
I boil wine and make a vinaigrette out of it. Yeah. It's delicious. It's crazy. It tastes like vinegar, but without all that. Yeah.
Doesn't very subtle. Make your mouth all.
Right. Like vinegar is vinegar. I mean, it's a chemical reaction that happens with wine, but fruit juices, wine, and whatever else you're making vinegar out of, apple cider, whatever it is, it's a chemical thing. But if you can induce that similar sort of change without getting all of that acidity by just boiling it, and it makes it a wine-friendly acid. Wine-friendly. When you're at a wine bar, that shit matters.
You're so
dude.
cool.
I swear to God, sometimes I feel like I've forgotten more than half the people I've talked to now. It's crazy. I don't mean to sound cocky, but you know how it is. You're like, man, that was like 30 years ago. Fuck. Like, yeah, I knew something even back then. What's up?
That was 30 years ago when we were rocking it.
So crazy. So yeah, so be careful with that. So I don't know anything about frozen champagne, but like I said, if it's freeze-dried champagne, you can take it camping. I'm all for it.
It was fried. I looked it up.
Oh.
It's deep fried champagne. Sponge cake dipped in champagne and then deep fried.
Sounds terrible. First, I hate cake. So, one, I don't really eat fried foods.
Do you like to make cakes?
I hate making cakes.
Really?
Oh, I used to do it for a living. I did. I used to make wedding cakes.
Yeah, Gracie puts wine in her spaghetti sauce. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, that's different. I put wine in my spaghetti sauce. It's not a cake.
No,
spaghetti sauce. It's totally different. I mean, I cook with wine constantly.
She was talking about the boiling the wine thing.
And yes, because you get that nice subtle.
That I'm going to cook tomorrow with wine. I just love to just cook it down and then just eat them.
Yeah, and it gets this nice edge to it without being.
That's what I want to do this weekend. So I'm going to buy some mushrooms.
Ooh, I love mushrooms.
And then Tuesday we'll talk about mushrooms.
Terrific.
Yeah,
I love that.
Anyone has anything, April? Yeah, I mean, if Tuesdays work for you, you got
Tuesdays,
it. Tuesdays,
I think, work. They work until they don't. I'll tell you, I honestly think Tuesdays are good.
Twice, and if it doesn't work, and then if it works again in 6 months, and it works, and
yeah, let's do this Tuesday and see where it goes. I love that.
You know, it's just when I'm around you, I'm really grateful.
Oh,
yeah.
I feel the same. I know, it's so great to see you. I was literally like just finishing up eating and cleaning up, and I was like, oh my God, Jenna's on. What's up? So it's spontaneous.
Thank you.
Exciting.
I tried to share the show on your page.
Yeah.
I couldn't. So if you don't mind sharing it on your page, that would be cool. And
I will. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. Oh, did you try to do it like a week or two ago? I had some restrictions put on me. I made some sassy comment about, abortion rights or something, and I got put in jail.
No. I meant tonight.
Tonight.
Just go and share. Just go and share the show. Just take it and share it, and
okay.
Then your friends will see you, and they're gonna go, Giina, Chef Giina Melita's so badass. You are. I love you. Thank you very much.
Oh my God, this is the worst camera angle ever. Oh my God.
You made my night.
Oh, you made mine too.
Thank you.
You made mine too. I wasn't expecting this at all. I love to talk about food, and I'm glad to see that you're doing good. Love that. We haven't talked in so long. It's actually like criminal. It's criminal. We should both be put in jail. The other jail. Yeah, friend jail.
Sometime we'll go on vacation together. I would love to do that with you, and just tell me what to chop, and I'll chop.
Oh my God. I know. That would be great. We'll have to talk about that offline.
Yeah. All right.
Offline,
everybody. Right. Chef Giina Melita, everybody.
See you on Tuesday. This time next week. Be there. Aloha.
Come with your questions. All right.
Be there. Be paired.
I love you. Good night.
Love you too. Good night, sweetie.
So cool. That was good. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to say good night. I am full. I am so full right now. And it's not just the chocolate malt talking. It's not helping, but it did taste good. I didn't drink it all. I drank but now I gotta go still make some phone calls. All right. Everybody stay safe, stay healthy, be real nice. And always, 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 always love hard. Thank you very much, everybody. Just really hard.